Hello, welcome back. Last time I found a way through capacitor. It might not be the right way, because I didn't use some of the tools, but it was a way. Circuitry. Okay, let's poke at things in here. So that's messing with this door. And then... that's all, okay. So I can send this bomb bug that direction by one step if this is open. Okay. There's a sign that says, high voltage, keep out. A slug is making this happen periodically. Okay. So I think my goal, more or less, is probably gonna be to press this occasionally while doing some other task here to, like... Okay, so we got these state displays of those switches. I think I need to juggle this with that, and those are my only interactions, so that makes some sense. What does this mean? What does any of this mean? Do I need to pick apart these wires? What am I trying to do? I mean, maybe ultimately I am just trying to get this bum bug here. So, I guess the question is... Alright, let's just go backward and figure out how that could happen. So this door needs to open. For that to open... I need these to open... And state of that one doesn't matter. Okay. What? So this is impossible to parse, by the way. Let's look on the left and see what's affected by anything I do on the right. This went up, that went down. This went up, or... What are these doing? I don't know. Is it just a combination of these that I need to... Is this like the art contest where I have to go elsewhere for inspiration? I don't know what my goal is, and I also don't know what my inputs are supposed to be doing. So you're on there now, which has meant that... this can be... Okay. Hang on, so I affected something. Do these correspond perfectly to... Okay, so this one for down there? No. Okay, so this gets me a little closer to what I wanted. Alright, so then that's... If either of these close at any point... So basically don't touch this switch anymore. Okay. Because if I do, then I lose my progress. And if I press it again, I get it back. Okay. I'm just gonna try and get as many of these bomb bugs on the right as I can. So any switch that accomplishes that will be switched, any switch that doesn't will not. So that moved one. Okay, that moved one. Now another one might be able to move. Yeah, okay, so these are just like... I think it is actually a sequence, sort of. There are definitely interdependencies here. Okay, that moved you, so the snow row went to the right. Okay, now that that's done, that has done. Something with the... Okay, so do I want to press this switch now? That did have an effect. Okay, I'm starting to learn how to read this. You went there, which opened this. Which means I want to interact with whatever does that, which means you want to go back, which means I close one of these. So press one of those two. Huh? Okay, that seemed bad. No, not that one. This one? What? Wait. Okay, you're the one I need to affect. Yes, I need to move you over. That's tied to this. You need to come back. This... Okay, so I need to hit this switch. Okay, so I know that much. I need this thing away from there, so I need to hit one of those two. Yes, so that tracks with what I already knew. Do I need this right now? Yes. Which one was that? This one? Yeah, okay. So bottom switch. Aha! This door's open. Briefly. Wait, what? That wasn't the bottom switch. So wait for the slug to be at its slowest part, which is like now. Wait, but another thing closed. What? Hold on. I needed to use this switch first? Which was the one that opened that? Wasn't it the bottom switch? No. What is happening? I don't know what was anywhere, when, and why. This machine makes no sense. It's just a big old tangle of wires. So, okay. I want this open. I want you there. I want this open, so I want these open. So I need that to move, and for that to move, I press the bottom one. Okay. I also need this open, which means this open, which means that pressed, which means number 2, whoops, number 2 here. This needs to open, which means you, which means that, which means both of those, which is... what? Incompatible with other stuff I was doing? Okay, that's done now. I still need this open, which means either one of you. Not that. Okay. Then... undo that? No. It does two things. Or no, it's... wait, yeah, why doesn't that... It does. Okay. Okay. Is it this door? Okay. So if I go here and do this... Okay, so when the slug is doing this thing, I have a little delay. See, but that doesn't stay open for long enough, and then I have to, like, reset the whole machine or something? Okay. So, I think what's emerging here... Oh, this is the most horrific nightmare. I think what's emerging here is that I have to set up some slow cascade of bomb bugs, such that when I press this switch, there's a long delay before this opens. Long enough for me to get down here and tap this a time or two. Or three. Would be ideal. The slug will disrupt that. And this just kinda ends up reclosing itself after a bit. Ah! Okay. So... alright. When I was able to affect that... these two things were... this was up, this was up. But I had to get there via... okay, so it's going to be impossible to keep this all in my head at once, so I need to use my tools differently. Alright. I have a headache right now. Like, I am experiencing physical pain from this room. Ow. Okay. So... anyway, this is the switch that moves the key bomb bug to the right. This ends the whole puzzle. My main goal is to get this bomb bug here. That involves two things. Using this switch, which does an instant toggle on that door, while that door is open. Ah, no, hang on. Here are some state displays. Here are some state displays. Here are some other state displays. I need to, like, match these two. Hold up, hold up. So the moment when that door opened... okay, so now if I press this... 2 turns open, 2 more turns close. The state before that was... open, 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 close, close, open, close. The state afterward changes several things. So I press this again. Okay, it does rearm. Okay, so this is repeatable. Great. But what I need is a longer delay. So that gets it ready to go. Ignore the slug, it doesn't matter yet. So what does this do? That moves those two over here. How do any other bomb bugs change state? I guess I can look at these, because that's easier to parse than the left-right over here. This one, a turn later... oops, okay, so I have to do this. A turn later, that closes. Then this opens. And this closes. And then this opens. What? This isn't some kind of binary counter, is it? Maybe it is? It might be. So yeah, look at these two together. Okay. No. Okay, right, so it's armed now. Up. Down. Down. Stay. Rearm puts that up. So... gonna guess I want this one to the left. Why though? Let's try tapping number 3. So that didn't do much. It moved you left and then back to the right. What is happening? Number 4? No, that's 4. Cool cascade didn't result in this opening, but I have some sort of cascade going. What if I did this? Well, a lot of stuff happened, but that whole thing is not currently armed. Everybody is to the left, so all doors of interest are closed. So if I just put this back to its default state, is this how the room started? Basically. Okay. Alright, head's still hurting. How can I begin the process of phrasing what I want to do here? If I can begin the process of phrasing what I want to do here, then maybe that's the first step on the journey of understanding what I want to do, which will get me a little closer to doing what I want to do. Okay, to begin phrasing what I want to do here, I work backwards. I want this bomb bug here. Okay, yes, so I want everybody in the room to die, except for me. That can be accomplished by this altar being sacrificed upon. For that to happen, this bomb bug needs to move right. For that to happen, both of these need to be simultaneously open. This door is easy enough to understand. It's not connected to anything else. This is a mechanism that only affects that one. It just requires me to be here, tapping the switch. For each time I want to move that right. This door is where things become impossible to think about. Do they, though? Okay, so let's start marking. First of all, those two are associated. The tricky thing about this is there are two separate doors here, and I don't know which one I'm controlling when. Can I understand something about the nature of, like, the inner doors as opposed to the outer ones? A lot of the west doors are connected to these directly. But this one connects to the inner ones. And like these doors connect to two different switches at once. Okay, so there's nothing red over here. Alright, so this is the red circuit. Red square. I'm gonna call you the blue circle. So blue circle circuit, yeah, this is where I need my marked screen to show me wiring, which is something I've been meaning to do for a long time, and I just have not. So if this is the blue circle circuit, then I need to interact with... Hold on, but I want to know what this is. Okay, so that and the two down there is gonna be the green circle circuit. Okay. Colors and shapes more or less arbitrary. Okay, yeah, laying down a map starts to almost make sense of this. Like, I can at least see at a glance without hovering over each individual thing. Just something about relationships. So I could look at these doors and label them. Or I could look at these doors and label them. My dependency chain has finally led me to one of these switches. Okay, so this is... I'm going to say... the yellow triangle circuit. Both of these are the yellow triangle circuit. Is that the right one? No. It's this one. Whoa, what did I do? Yeah, this is a charting room. Gotta make a wire diagram to get anything at all ever done. This is part of... This is part of yellow triangle, I'm gonna say. Weird that it messes with that. Wait, why does... Okay. Doesn't that effectively mean this door is just literally always open except when the room's clear? Because I take my turn, then you take your turn, and this has closed and opened before you've gotten a chance to notice. You're at 45, you're at 35. 35? Oh right, because all the monster blocks have their own move order, and all of them are before any bomb bugs. Got it. Okay. So I think this door is just always open. Therefore, don't even worry about it. You are of no concern to me, I'm setting you to black X. You don't exist. Okay. And this is part of the black X, I guess. So this just feels like extra visual noise to make it harder to parse the rest, because it needed that. However, I may not be understanding what it does yet. Let's open this and see, because I can just do that. You moved left. No, of course, the pressure plate release, that's why, because pressure plate release happens after you've decided what to do. Okay. Okay. So in that case, you are... Oh, I paused it with the fear effect still showing. Funny that can happen, but I guess it makes sense. I'll make this yellow X. Okay. So the yellow circuit is doing all those things. You are part of a new color. Top left also is. You're gonna be purple diamond. Purple diamond. Purple diamond. Okay. One of the things the marks will help me do is, like, I'm looking over here, I see a door I want to open. I highlight it, I see, alright, I need to move my mouse over here and start looking at this switch, and then I need to look at something else, and by now I've forgotten what was I looking at down here? But if I say to myself first, I'm looking at purple diamond, and also if this is marked at the same thing, that just lets me keep track of, in the short term, what I had just been looking at. So to go from here to here is the main thing that's going to help with, I think. And also just at a glance saying, like, how many things are related to this switch? Well, it's these two. Plus that which none of these do anything, these are just state displays. Okay. Anyway, so following the dependency chain back, red square, blue circle, green circle. I got the yellow triangle here. Those are related to nothing else, so I can have one of these, sort of. But then these are involved too. Alright, so new wire color. 2 new wire colors? 2 new wire colors. Wait, hang on, so the bottom one is for purple-yellow. The top one is for those two, which are so far unassociated. Magenta skull. Is this magenta skull? And then, I don't know, white question mark is you two. Okay. So then I need to know about these. Okay, those are both toggled by the same thing. Let's call that... which one was that? Is this here? Okay. Let's call this Cyan Moon. I'm gonna run out of unique color shapes at some point, and I'll have to use, like, different shapes, same color, or vice versa. That's okay. It hasn't happened yet. Cyan Moon for those, and then I need to know about these, which are separate. Okay, this is not associated with anything else, but this is. I'm gonna use the moon's symbol, but a different color. No, I don't think that makes sense. Hang on, so this was the top one. And that's also associated with the one below purple diamond. The one below the one I was just talking about. Okay. Orange star. Orange star. Let's make this green star. Green star. That's fine. Green star is also associated with this. It would feel better if I had a unique symbol per toggle switch over here, but that's not how things have worked out, and I don't want to redo everything. That's fine. Well, what I'm gonna do, since square is just doing that duty, and I know it's not associated with this, I'll change this to green square. Alright, green square, sure. Green square for that. What did these two do? So that only affects... Alright, what's an unused color here? Blue? What's an unused shape? Question mark. Blue question mark goes to this. And then you connect to both of those. I can make you red skull. Red skull. Red skull. And this one, it's separated, I don't need to mark it, I know what it does. So, do I need to know about these? Yes, I do. And this is... What the heck? Like, I don't even know what to think about any of this. Like, what are these markings telling me? I guess just, I want one on every door that's relevant to what's happening. So, okay. I'm gonna make you, since this one is an X, that one will also be an X. Of what color? Oh, I haven't used plus yet. Okay, you wait plus then. Plus orange. Oops. That was this? Plus orange. Orange plus. Yeah, okay. Bomb bugs have an orange plus on them. These two. Alright, I mean, those two just need unique symbols. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so those two... Wait, they all do that. But this doesn't exist, and this doesn't exist. Every one of these plates... Oh, yeah, but this doesn't do anything. I was parsing this as being in front of the monster block. No, those are just status lights. Ignore. Just like ignoring these. Okay, that's fine. Until I have a way to read them, I don't need to mark them with anything. Okay, unmarked things. These two plates. No, these two doors. Let's start there. So this one's up here, that one's down there. I don't have anything marked for this plate yet because it's associated with those. Alright, so this one up there. Black square. Black square. And then you... I don't know, purple moon. Okay. So these all have symbols. Now that everything's placed, I don't think this is helping me parse much. Okay, those are connected to... Yeah, okay, so these are yellow triangles, which I absolutely should mark. These are a new symbol. Which I'm going to decide is, cyan triangle. Sure. Okay, now to make sense of what's happening. Red Skull wants to, after a delay, cause those things to happen. I'm gonna restart the room, just get everything in its default state. These will move on turn 1, yes, okay. Slug does things, doesn't really matter. It's well understood what that means. Okay. You should be connected to... Yeah, okay, I'm gonna, whoops, put down that symbol just so I know what I'm doing. You'll be Cyan Skull. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Well, technically. Let's call this, white square. Okay, that's fine. Cyan skull messes with white square. I have a skull in this already, but that's okay. No, it's not. I'm gonna change this to something that's not used here, which is, for example, star... No, star is used. Circle? Circle. Cyan circle. Okay. Cyan's already used on this. Well, you know what? Too bad. Cyan crescent moon, cyan full moon. Sure. These are just slug things, and I guess... Well, do I need to mark them? Since I've done everything else, I guess it looks like it's missing without it. Alright, let's just make this white X, sure. Sure, okay. And then these, alright, fine, one more. Anything, I don't know, purple triangle. Do I have a purple triangle already? No, I have a lot of purples. That's okay. Alright, every relevant plate and door is marked. Irrelevant ones are not. Okay, I'm looking at a symbol soup. Now, I want to turn this into a goal. So, can I trace back somehow from here? Let's attempt to set down a dependency chain. Red skull is greater than... Well... Hold up, wait, what? So before Red Skull... Like, somehow this was an activation switch for... okay, yeah, so what happened during the... Well, alright, fine, let's just... do that. So in this state, when I Red Skull, you move that way. Then a little bit afterwards, blue circle happens. A little bit after that. What's the relevant portion of this? So red square, sure. That's the thing that actually does stuff. Other than that, what changes is... nothing? Ah, purple moon. Purple moon. And then blue circle. Something like that. Red skull, blue circle, purple moon, blue circle. Wait, what? Yeah. Blue circle on, blue circle off. Okay. So, orange plus, what's that? You? Okay. And that's related to cyan triangle, which is related to red skull again, which I can't really do anything with. So yeah, where do I have... How can I exert more control over something? Like, is this actually... Do I need to insert extra steps into this process, or am I just off by something instead? Like, is this just not even the beginning of anything? Okay, so in this simple soup, what would help this be longer? The direct action this does is it moves these over. The indirect action done by that is to open up that black square. Pressure plate releases are good because they delay for a turn. Well, it's complicated. Pressure plate release or something happening down here. So prefer release to press, prefer movement higher, no, lower rather than higher for greater delay. Could these have been different? Yellow triangle would change you. Okay, so before doing that, let's try changing... Whoa, okay. Alright, so this is rearmed, right? No. Now it's rearmed. Okay. If I change yellow triangle... This is an issue, so now I need one of the white question marks to change. Green square would change you. Are you relevant? I'm not sure, maybe? That also changed to green circle. So now when I do this, blue circle is closed. Wait, why? Or blue circle is not... So purple moon. Ah, it's because of your state. Okay, so cyan, triangle, red skull again. I need the green square. Okay, so green square has to be like this for anything to happen. Things are not happening because green circle is closed. Because neither of you is over because they need to toggle yellow triangle. Okay. So now the mechanism's armed. Well, now the mechanism's armed. Do this. Come down. That's briefly open, but I can't get there in time because it's not open for long enough. Okay. So. That means... I don't know what that means. I guess, like, the question is, what can I toggle without affecting other states? This won't do literally anything. This will do one thing. That affects your state, which doesn't do anything, obviously. However, maybe now that I've changed the state to that, I can make this toggle and have the behavior be different. It opened earlier or the same? The same, I think. So this is equivalent to the other state that I had, but using the other bomb bug on the right here. So I can change this. And again, it's the same. Alright, so this seems irrelevant mostly. Things are happening with Magenta Skull? Every other toggle, you go briefly over there. So if I changed Purple Diamond, then I'd break stuff up here because this was very important. Oh, you opened. Oh, you're just open now. What? Okay. Don't care. It's solved. Whatever. What did I do? Who knows? Doesn't matter. It's done. Ah! Okay. Well, that was a complete nightmare. Can I understand anything about what happened there? So right, the final winning state was on, off, on, off, on, off. So if I would just... Oops, I keep doing this. On, off, on, off, on, off. Yeah, alright. Okay, so ultimately this was a combination lock. I thought there was more state involved here, and like, even if I had put it into that combination, like it would matter how I got there, but maybe not. And again, I wonder if there was a way to, like, see this combination somewhere else. Did I see it on the way in or anything? I looked briefly, but not very hard. I didn't see anything that looked like a hint pattern for that. Again, it might have been elsewhere. Just like the art contest inspiration. Okay. Well, anyway, that is done. Next room is called Prepare for Combat. Okay. Whoa. And I get locked in. Okay. And down here is going to be a room I've never seen before. Big robot. Laser gun! What on earth? Okay. So yeah, I got the, like, part of that angry eye that fires out of itself. 140 turn laser gun. Okay. I have a guess about what this might mean. Maybe. But I don't know. Okay, this is scary. But here I am, prepare for combat. Gonna go down here next time and see what that means.